you mentioned you never stop selling, and a lot of that, or all of that, I guess, is B2B sales, because you're filling up RoofCon with 5,000 people and a couple hundred vendors and negotiating with, the venue and things like that. So what are some of the things that have worked for you guys over the years? What kind of tips do you want to share with the audience in the context of, hey, if you're looking to go after, maybe more commercial work, more B2B work, make more B2B connections just for your networking purposes? What are some of the things that you've seen that work for you?
One of the interesting things is, like, when I was doing marketing before I even got into roofing, I was really developing B2B leads for a company that I was working for. And so that just seemed like the natural progression. Even getting into roofing was like, how do I develop, these partnerships that are going to get me leads and all this stuff? And everything kind of falls into, like, for us right now with RoofCon, like you said, we got to get vendors, we got to get attendees, and everything falls into like one of three ways of lead generation. And I think we might have talked about this before on the podcast that we did on mine, was the trifecta of lead generation: your outbound, your inbound, and your referrals, right? And I think a lot of companies will really focus on, let's get really good at one of these things. Like, you got companies that are killers at door to door, so that's going to be your outbound, or maybe it's, cold calling or whatever else. And then you have some companies that are really, really good at the inbound, and that might be like your digital marketing. You've got people that are searching for X in your area or in the field, that whatever it is that you do. So you're going to go out and you're going to capture those people. And you're going to have your referrals, which is, obviously like using the people that already know you to be able to get you more people. So what we've been working on the last 5 years is like, okay, everyone that's good at what they do is good at one of those two things, maybe good at two things, but there's not a lot of people that are doing all three of them really, really well. So that's been our goal. Like, how do we get really, really good at all three of these things? So at any given point, we have to have all three of those things going. So we have stuff. Well, when I look at outbound, we have an outbound team that's constantly calling new people. We're doing, different emails and text campaigns and blah, blah, blah. Like, we're finding new people. We're constantly scouting for more data, and we're constantly getting out in front of people. I've had some calls this week to start doing direct mail for roofing companies. Like, I'm finding everyone and anyone and everyone, we're getting in front of their face, doing ads to get in front of their face, all this stuff. And then as far as inbound, we're working on a lot of like Google ads. So if they're searching for roofing conventions or roofing conferences, we're getting in front of their faces and we're capturing that as much as possible, trying to get in front of the right people that are searching for us. And then we've got different affiliate programs that we work on for the referral piece to be able to, get in front of, like, if you got contractor dynamics and your clients, I'm assuming, are going to go to RoofCon, how do I work with you to make sure that your clients are coming to RoofCon? And so when I look at those three things, I will say there is one that, I don't know if you've read $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozy.
Hey, Les, brother.
Yeah.
On my desk.
He's got it broken down a little bit differently. So he's also got in there like content and different things like that. So I haven't had that one in my trifecta yet, but I'm starting to think of, like, how can we utilize content to be able to get more followers? But even if you just look at the three of those, let me now apply this to a roofing company. Let's say, okay, I'm running a roofing company. How can I start finding more avenues to be able to generate B2B leads, right? So let's start with outbound. So what are some of the things that you can do for outbound? Well, for one, you could have people literally knocking doors of businesses in your area to go out and find the right people and starting to, get people in the funnel, starting to talk to people, go into things like chambers of commerce meetings. Like, if you're not in your chamber of commerce, you need to go sign up today, because that's where the decision makers and the people that are, trying to get involved in the community for the businesses, go sign up. That's where they're going. So finding whatever ways of, if you wanted to do mailers, you want to talk to people, you get in front of their faces. Then you move over into inbound. That mainly is going to fall into the digital marketing. Like, if you're not running Google ads, like having Google local service ads, Google, you're setting up your Google business profile, working on your SEO so that way you can pop up when people are searching for roofers in my area or whatever. But having a solid inbound strategy, and that's something that you guys, with what you guys are doing with coaching people on, how to run their marketing, I think you guys are great at teaching people how to do a lot of that stuff. And then having a referral program of some sort, whatever that looks like. I think people like, Matt Danskin has a great program for, insurance agents, and there's people that are doing stuff for like instant kickbacks or whatever. But whatever that looks like, have a program for your referral partners. And on the B2B side, setting that up for, who are the people that know those people? Like if you go to a chamber of commerce and you're getting partners there of like, hey, when you talk to another company and, they need a roof, make sure that, you give them some sort of incentive for them to tell people about you, right? If you could figure out a way to do all three of those things, you're going to crush it, because most people, like I said, are typically really good at one of those things, and some people are really good at two of those things, but most of the people are not good at all three of those things.